Peace, 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 family. Always peace, love, oneness, and divine vitality on all energy grids. For ones that I knew, welcome to my channel, where uplifting the soul to inner self-empowerment is the goal. Started off with this divine atonement. Ashe. Ancestors, spirits, divine grace, spirits, ancestors of the all, supreme lights, supreme darkness, supreme void, supreme etheric centers, for divine clarity, divine intuition, divine protection, divine discernment, divine boundaries, divine emotional intelligence. Ashe. They want me to talk about a specific service I provide and why it is of grave importance when we're talking about these other worlds, like, the Vatican. And it all starts back, the popes and the archbishops, when they bought the kid, they wanted the children, they wanted the innocence. Understand, start them young. So even in these unseen schools, the inner child, the innocence, the openness of the subconscious mind, and why it's of grave importance to heal inner child wounds. Remember, a lot of OGs, so even your OGs, your elders, can't bind you to any of your traumas, because some of them haven't healed theirs. That's why it's called trauma bonding. And on top of that, emotional manipulation. And with that emotional manipulation, there's energy exchange bullying. No longer. And divine grace for aligning to my channel. For ones that are really ready to do the work. Yeah, like some of you could see it. Some of them didn't heal those wounds, so they're trauma bonding. And no one is exempt. Parents, aunties, uncles, cousins, co-workers, your boss, like no one is. This right here is the proof in the pudding. This is your secret ingredient right here. Y'all know how I love to say it. As a magnetic snowflake, you're already in your authentic design when you came out the womb, baby. And a magnet, electromagnet. Let me put it all together. Divide nothing for it to be conquered. Separate nothing. Electromagnetic, baby. You're magnetic with a whole bunch of electricity in you. Like I said, when you get those thoughts, spirit, it has a spirit in you. You get them thoughts and they just come in and you think it's butterflies or shock them. No, baby, that's your electricity flowing in your body as a magnet, huh? So that's why it's of grave importance to know what we're receiving and what we're giving out. Divine laws of attraction, huh? But understanding that with intuition and how shunning them, just shunning pure intentions. So that's deep. So ones that really want to go to that depth, I put my email in the description box on most of my energy grid reads. So with that being said, ones that really want to go to the depth, I do on calls as well. One-on-one healing services over the phone. I do those because those services, a lot of people can't, you know, come, or I travel to where they're at. But baby, I tell you that why you think they invented Wi-Fi, baby. Spirit, they they said and with pure intentions. That's I put that. It was a post. Because people will astral travel in people's space without their consent. No longer. Boundaries. You supposed to be using that power for good. But you using it to be motherfucking nosy. You playing crazy. That's the crazy work. Let's talk about these things. So, start from the top. You know, got a cousin, or you know, auntie, uncle, you got somebody that y'all see flowing in creativity. Just abundance just flowing. Instead of supporting, you would allow jealousy to come in. That's the crazy work. We're in a new age, baby. We're in a new age, hunties. So these are the ones we gotta cut off. We gotta sever cords. Because if you don't want to support, but you want to project frequencies of jealousy because of something that isn't healed in your subconscious mind, you have to leave them where they at. And then some really playing crazy. I don't know why she doing what they doing. I don't know why. Yes, you do. At the end of the day, ones will sit and play unhinged with they unhealed energy and acting like they shadows. It's not being seen. But understanding that when you align to it, like, we in this new age, y'all. But it's a lot of our OGs, like I said, we healed it already. So since we healed it, and they were, oh no, she crazy. She don't know what she talking about. As spirit and source divine mama and divine papa frequencies took you on your spiritual journey, baby. Now they stuck and have to heal. They gotta go through their child. They heal their inner child now. Can we talk about it? Like this is deep when we talking about no longer, and this is why I talk about this healing component right here. No longer are we to take things with us to our graves. You know how many forefathers passed away that was molested by their daddy, their uncle, their cousin from sundown towns. They couldn't run out and go see their girlfriend, so they would molest or do something to their cousin or sister or mother. Huh? And how that became a you'll say curse, but it's a pattern, a generational pattern. Until it is broken, until you speak your truths, until you know this is wrong, this is not right. Where does this stem from? That's why I say, you know, the slave masters, descendants of overseers like the police, least poorly, all these things in plain sight, just at a different frequency. And even more toxic. Just right there. Spirit talking like descendants of overseers, the police. Look how they act. Some of them. Ain't no way we could. You getting out the car for license registration and you can smell gunpowder on you. Ain't no way. How is one to protect and serve and you coming out smelling like gunpowder? That's crazy work. But let's stay on the topic at hand. Why it's of grave importance to heal inner child wounds. And you can see it in the centers of overseers, like the inner child wound, that pattern. Come through, angels. Come through, ancestors. The patterns in plain sight. And why Spirit wanted me to do water, cleansing, healing, replenishing our souls, my loves, is of grave importance during this new age. Because the subconscious program on autopilot, now that they know you standing in your power, all they can do is want to trauma bond because that's where their emotions are stuck. That's where the attachments have them stuck at until they release it subconsciously with love. And I can feel like you want to help them, but understanding that you want to help them is what's got you bound. That's the emotional manipulation, my love. That's where the illusions keep bringing cycles to you. You can love them. Ashe, 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 ashe. I can hear somebody crying. You can love them, but there's boundaries. Boundaries for you to live. For you to be in your frequencies of being that grown woman, being that grown man. You feel me? Without any forefathers, elders, or OGs giving you, projecting something to you from their subconscious mind that is going to hinder anything in your growth, your spiritual journey, your protection. Because some of them, the trauma bonding is how they think they gonna break your protection. That's not how it's going to work. Oh, then gave some of them headaches. Trying to think about it. You still thinking about something that low vibrational? Well, yeah, that makes sense as a magnet. There's side effects, a headache. So that's deep. And in these knowings, my love, it's going to be a easily and effortlessly flow and unfuckwittable. Oh, baby. And like I said, and my divine, my mom, papa frequencies won't allow it. So with that being said, when you come to me and you pay for these services, babe, write it down. And as you write this down, this is something you're going to take with you. When you leave me, you gonna leave with some fruit, honey. That's Excuse me. When I do that, I'm being obedient. I have to. I'm being obedient. So don't say too much. Don't say too much, because for the cross watches. Make sure they want me to say that. Put that out there. For the cross watches. No, for the Soul Tribe family. For the divine cosmic magnets. Ra. Divine grace. And the components that you're going to need is going to be the fruit. That's the divine ascendant. It put it right there in the front of it in Genesis. God created all herbs and nutrients on earth to consume. So yes, I'm gonna consume them, baby. Consume them. That's the love right there. That's the love right there. Spirit said end it, because I'm being goofy now. Now I'm just being goofy. Inner child just all out, just playing. Just playing because somebody tried to come in and wasn't. Ooh. And then it'd be the one. They say you being obedient, you can say it. And then it'd be the ones like the masculine ranked Masonic ones. The 33rd, they 33rd degree, posture up with somebody else's energy. They want to come through and just look. No, sir. And then, yeah, I'm playing. I'm gonna go end it, y'all. So let's end. Let me put this Tobin on, because like I said, I'll be flowing, and but they think you finna come through. Think you finna come through this with pure intentions. And it says, get them. But not only that, but when they set themselves up for failure, like I said, when they do that, they're an open book. Ones that want to latch on to another beautiful soul's energy, or even come into their space, checkmate. Doing us a favor. And that be deep. You just don't know how powerful you are. Walking karma. Literally walking karma. That's how you know you are truly powerful. You walk in karma. You hear the train? Walking karma. 1555. Ashe. So that being said, let's hit it. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Always peace, love, oneness, and divine vitality on all energy grids. Ashe.